What's up guys, it's your girl Brianna aka Mini Marley and I am back for another video. I know finally, just girl, don't kill me. I know it's been so long. This summer has been busy and I've also just kind of been taking a break to enjoy it, take it all in. I've been traveling a lot and the point is I'm back. So I just wanted to have a chill sit down video and do a little chat with you guys, a little kiki. This video is basically just gonna be the 10 things they don't tell you about being a mom. These are things that I think are funny, some are more serious, but they're all things that I'm just like, girl, why didn't you let me know it was gonna be like this? Anyway, it's kind of a process becoming a mother. There's so many things that you learn along the way and it's just a part of the process and you just have to go through it and figure it out as you go. So yeah, let's just sit back, relax, talk it out a little bit, and I hope you guys enjoy this video. I have to mention that this video is sponsored by Pampers Pure, a brand that me and Stella have been loving. If you guys watched my hair routine where I showed you how I've been styling her hair, then you already know the tea and you know that we are truly obsessed. The Pampers Pure collection is basically a brand of diapers and wipes that are made with plant-based fibers, thoughtfully selected materials. They have a cute, stylish prints, premium cotton, and they're basically just that Pampers protection that we know and trust. It's tried and true, and girl, it seriously works. We're obsessed with, of course, the cute prints, but just also the way it performs. If you guys watched that video, you also know that I'm really obsessed with the Aqua Pure wipes, specifically because they're made with 99% pure water. They also have that premium cotton and they're just so good on Stella's sensitive skin. She tends to break out if I use other types of wipes on her skin, but these I can literally use all over her face, her hands, everywhere. Girl, I use them for myself sometimes, I have to admit, but they just work so well and we are really loving this collection. But one thing that I love even more than the products is the message behind Pampers Pure. I feel like they really understand moms and they know that we will go to great lengths to get the absolute best for our baby, and they know that we have to compromise so many times when it comes to other products or just the places that we take our kids, all kinds of different things. So they wanted to make sure that we didn't have to compromise with this collection. Pampers Pure encouraged me to share my Pure Goals story, and Pure Goals is basically just a time when you went above and beyond or to great lengths to make sure that your baby had the absolute best. It doesn't have to be serious, it can be something funny, anything. We do this all the time, literally, and my Pure Goals story actually was before I even had Stella. So you know when you're pregnant and you're planning for your baby, you're just so excited. You're planning their nursery, looking on all these boards, figuring out how you're gonna decorate it, planning baby showers, all that good stuff. So one day when I was figuring out how I wanted Stella's nursery to look, I came across this picture of this little hanging branch clothing rack. It was literally a tree branch with little hooks attached to it where you could hang clothing, and it was just perfect. I'm like, I need this in Stella's room. No, Stella needs this in her room for some style inspiration. You know, she needs it. I know she's gonna need it, so she has to have it. So I literally dragged Michael out to Prospect Park. I was living in Brooklyn at the time and I was almost like, what, 8-9 months pregnant, huge belly, and I dragged him to the park to find the perfect branch for our hanging tree branch clothing rack thing. So we found a branch, literally it was huge, and I'm like, this is the one though. We're gonna have to cut it, we're gonna have to figure it out. So we put it on top of the car and drove it all the way to our apartment, and I actually used that exact branch for our baby shower, and I hung a bunch of leaves from it and made a really cute photo backdrop, and it matched perfectly with my baby shower theme. And then I decided that we were moving to Florida to be closer to my family. I needed help, you know, I knew I was gonna be a mom and I needed my mom. So yeah, the branch had to come to Florida. So Michael literally drove the branch down. Again, it was sticking out of the car window. Everything was piled in, but the branch had to make it down to Florida. If you guys watched my birth story, then you know that Stella came really unexpectedly 3 weeks early. I literally went into the hospital for a checkup and boop, they just induced me and she was here. So I didn't even have time to get her nursery together before she was born. But as soon as she popped out, that was definitely one of my first and most important projects. So I took that giant tree branch all the way over to the hardware store and I had them cut it in half for me, and I started building this hanging swinging branch clothing rack of my dreams, of Stella's dreams. And it basically turned out exactly how I wanted it. And now that little section in her room is something that I just love so much. It's something unique that I'm not gonna see in any other nursery, and it was handmade, and it's something that will be able to grow with her as she does. She'll always be able to hang her favorite little clothing items there, or inspirational pieces, those fashion statement items. And I also just made a little whole corner of it with some decor pieces on top, some of her bows, and it's just the cutest little corner ever. So that is my pure goal story. I definitely want to hear some of you guys' pure goal story. So share them in the comments with me below using the hashtag pure goals. Of course, you can also share them on social media because we cannot wait to read them, girl. All right, so let's jump into these 10 things that they don't tell you about being a mom. I'm big on honest motherhood. I think it's so important to share these things and develop a community where we're being honest about what it's like to be a mom. For so long, it's just been hush hush. We all have to pretend that everything is rainbows and roses and every day is perfect and we're all perfect moms, but girl, if you're a mom, you know what I mean. And if you're becoming a mom soon, you're thinking about it, you're planning your family, I think this was a great topic to talk about. And just let me just spill the tea for you so that you're not shook like me. Okay, so number one, your body will never be the same. That doesn't have to be a bad thing. I know it sounds scary, but the truth is that after having a baby, your body is not going to be exactly the same as it was before. You can definitely learn to love your new body. You can work to improve it and to get it to somewhere that you actually really love. But the truth of the matter is, for a little while, you're gonna feel out of your own body. It's gonna be like, what is this body? This is not me. Who am I? And for me, one of the main things was with my boobs. Literally, when you're breastfeeding or after you have a baby and your boobs fill up with milk, you just have these perfect, cute, perky titties, and you're like, yes, this is what I've always wanted, at least for me, because I've never had big, juicy boobs. So that was definitely a shock when I stopped breastfeeding and they just deflated. That is something that I definitely had to get used to, come to terms with, and just a bunch of other areas of your body. I mean, you literally stretch to a huge balloon and you're carrying this giant baby, and then, you know, your body has to come back down and pull itself together, and sometimes it just doesn't pull itself together the way we think it does. We always hear about these snapbacks, and for some people that's definitely the case, but for others it's not. And we have to be realistic about what our bodies are going to look like after having a baby. We just did this amazing thing, brought a human into this world, and we have to be gentle on ourselves, be forgiving with our bodies, and learn to love them the way that they are after having a baby. But you should know that it is never going to be exactly the same. Number two, you might experience postpartum depression. This is another thing that is not really talked about all the time, but it's something that I realize is being talked about a lot more, and I think it's so important. So many of us think that right after you have your baby, it's supposed to be the happiest time of your life. You're just supposed to be overjoyed. You have this new bundle of joy, and it's like, woo, yes, hello. But sometimes it's not always like that. Postpartum depression is definitely real, and after a few months of having Stella, I definitely realized that it was something that I experienced for a little while. I definitely had a bit of depression. I definitely had a lot of anxiety, and it's something that I had to work through and realize I was experiencing and actually deal with. I just remember so many days when I just wanted to sleep. I wasn't necessarily tired, but I literally just did not want to deal with anything. I felt really overwhelmed with everything that I had to do, and it just felt like I couldn't do it. I wanted to do things, but I just couldn't, and it was a form of depression. I literally just wanted to sleep all the time, and that's reality for a lot of people. I know that my experience with it wasn't very extreme, but for some people it definitely is, and it's something that you definitely have to address because it can last a very long time if you don't realize it, if you don't talk about it, if you don't have some outlet or someone that can relate relate to you and understand what you're going through. So postpartum depression is something that I think moms should definitely be aware of, and consult someone. Maybe you have a friend, your mom, or just somebody that can understand you. And if not, you can also definitely seek professional help and just get some more information about postpartum depression, anxiety, and everything that comes with having a baby. It's such a huge life change, and for some people it can be too much and something that you kind of need counseling and guidance on getting through. Number 3, terrible twos is a lie. It starts at 1 and it goes way past 2. So what, Stella is 1.5, and I literally feel like the terrible twos have already kicked in, girl. She just has a mind of her own. It's so cute seeing that she is a little human and just developing all of these opinions, and she knows what she wants to do and where she wants to go, but it can also be super frustrating. We've definitely had our share of tantrums, our share of running out of the store, just dropping everything and going because Stella's not having it. And I've literally had to learn to deal with it because I did not think that it would happen this early. It's so amazing to me how much babies change from just 1 year old, like 12 months, to 18 months to 24 months. Every 6 months, it's just like these huge milestones. Stella is literally talking in almost full sentences. She's always been a big talker. She has a big vocabulary already, and the girl knows what she wants to do, and you're not about to tell her that you can't do it. So the terrible twos are real, and from what my mom friends tell me, they go way past 2. So just be prepared for that, because you're gonna need to pray for patience from now. Get on your knees and start praying for patience, I'm telling you. Number 4, nothing is yours anymore. You need to come to terms with the fact that everything is you and your babies. I can't tell you how many times Stella has ruined my favorite makeup products. She's so tall and she can pretty much reach everything now. So unless I have it in the tallest shelf in my closet, she's gonna get her hands on it. And she's literally ruined most of my eyeshadow palettes. It's so sad, and I used to get so upset. But at this point, I'm just like, clearly I have a little makeup guru on my hands. She watches me do my makeup. She's so obsessed with hair and makeup, and she loves it. And I'm just like, what can I do, you know? And I've just had so many broken eyeshadow palettes, makeup spilled on the floor, and I'm just like, nothing is mine. Like, can I just have one good thing? Can I just have one thing though? Just one. Number 5, your baby is going to follow you everywhere, and I literally mean everywhere, including to the bathroom. Stella does not let me go anywhere without being right behind me. If I'm washing my hair, she's at the edge of the tub like, how's your detangling going? Good? You want me to pass you the shampoo? Nice. All right, you need some toilet paper? Girl, she is always right behind me. The funny thing is that I searched it up. I literally typed in, how long will my baby follow me everywhere? And somebody said, girl, my 11-year-old still follows me around the house. So at this point, I'm just getting used to it. Number 6, things will most likely not go as planned. That's something that I've definitely had to get used to as a mom, and it causes me so much anxiety sometimes because I'm someone who really likes things to go exactly how I plan it, and when it doesn't work out, I melt down, it ruins my day, and it's just, I'm done. But since becoming a mom, I've had to relax and realize that things are just not always gonna go as planned, and most of the time they're not gonna go as planned. You kind of have to just roll with the punches, be quick on your feet, learn to change things up. If something happens, just be okay with it. If the baby poops right before you're about to walk out the door and you have no extra time, you just have to relax and understand that this is what it is, and you have to change her. You have to keep going with your day, and you can't let that just throw you off like it used to throw me off. And that idea of things not always going as planned just goes through all aspects of motherhood, parenting, just having a baby. Sometimes things are not exactly how you thought they would be. You didn't expect to have a baby straight out of college like I did. It definitely changed the path of my life a little bit. I didn't plan to move back home to Florida. I didn't think that I was going to be here. I thought I was going to be in LA living it up and doing all these different different things, but having a baby now definitely changed my plans, but I really feel like it did for the better. It helped me become a little bit more responsible, and it's been a big thing as well with parenting. I've had to learn that my plans with parenting might not be exactly how it's working out, and you just have to be able to work with it, have an open line of communication, and yeah, just roll with the punches. But number 7 is you should always have a plan. I think that it's really important with Stella that I have a plan for my day, for my week, for my months, and that is something that I'm still working on. So if you're a mom and you're just like, these moms out here just look like they're killing it, they have it all under control, maybe you think I'm killing the game, I'm doing my career, I have Stella, all of this stuff, girl, that is not the case. But it is important to have a plan. Make sure you know what you want to get done, what you need to accomplish. Literally write it out hour by hour if you need to, day by day, week by week, and just have a plan and a goal in mind, you know, just even for your regular day-to-day stuff. I think planning is definitely key, but be quick on your feet and be ready to change the plans if you need to. Number 8, you will get frustrated. Like I said at the beginning of this video, it's important that we're all honest as moms because things are not always roses and rainbows. It's not always peachy. Some days absolutely suck. Some days your baby is super miserable and she's just not having it. She's crying all the time and it can be extremely frustrating. Maybe you needed to get something done, like the day that I filmed Stella's hair routine. I literally tried to do that 3 different days. It was not working out. She didn't want me to touch her hair and I needed to get that video done. I had due dates and deadlines and I was extremely frustrating. Some days it's like that. Sometimes you just really need to run to the mall really quick. You need to get this outfit. Before that was something easy that you could do, and now your baby's not really in the mood to be at the mall and it can be frustrating. So just know that every day is not easy and it isn't for any moms. Even the ones you see on Instagram with their perfect little stroller and their perfect body and they're just out there killing it, they're frustrated too some days, and it's not always what it seems. Number 9, being a mom definitely makes you a better person. I definitely think that all of the challenges, the struggles, the things I faced have definitely made me a better person, which is a very positive thing with motherhood. Like I said, if things didn't go my way in the past, I used to melt down, my day was over, I was quick to catch an attitude and just be done with things and, you know, just have an attitude for the day. But I've definitely learned to, at least I'm getting better at it, you know, just rolling with the punches, accepting change, accepting that things aren't going to go as planned, and accepting that, you know, I have to have a good attitude about things and be patient. It's made me a much more patient person. It's also made me a lot more responsible, and even though I'm definitely not perfect, I really still feel like I have so much more to work on. I think that motherhood is gradually making me a better person, and I love that. Even though I don't think I was prepared to do this right at the moment that I got pregnant, it's definitely helped me grow and learn along the way, and I think that I'm slowly becoming the mom that I want to be, and I love that. And number 10, one of the main things that I've learned is that moms don't actually know anything. We're just in charge. I remember growing up and thinking my mom had it all under control. She knew everything. She was just like super mom, just knew how to do everything. Now that I'm a mom, I realize that we literally don't know anything. We literally search everything online. We're always trying to figure out, you know, what to do when this happens, what to do when that happens. You call your mom for advice, you ask your mom friends for advice, and we look on the internet for advice. We literally do not know anything, and we're all figuring it out along the way, and we're just in charge. That's literally what that means. Being a mom sometimes just means that we're in charge. And I just wanted to say, if you're a mom and you feel like you are not prepared for this, you don't know what you're doing, you feel like you were too young to have your baby, or you're not with your child's father, you're doing it on your own, just know that you are the best possible person that your baby can have. Simply because you are their mother, you're the best person that they can have, and you can do it. You can figure it out. We all don't know anything, girl. We're all figuring it out, and Googling it along the way. So just by being their mom, you are killing it. So yeah, that is my list of 10 things that they don't tell you about being a mom. And I think it's so funny that we're all in this together. When you talk to other moms, you hear that, wow, I'm not crazy. Like, everyone is going through these things. So I think it's so important to talk about it and share it. And yeah, I definitely want you guys to comment on this list down below. Is there anything that I forgot? Leave it down there for other moms so that we can all be in the loop and not be so surprised by all these things that we all go through. And I also really want to hear your pure gold stories. Share them below with the hashtag so that I can read them. I'm definitely going to be all up in these comments chatting with you guys. So definitely leave me something down below. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much to Pampers Pure for sponsoring it and for creating a diaper and wipe collection that is literally perfect for my daughter, where I do not have to compromise. It is literally pure goals. All right, guys, peace out. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I'm back for the fall. We are about to get these videos rolling, girls, so I can't wait to see you in the next one. Peace out.